Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno, the Meniere's Disease Warrior. How y'all doing? Wanted to do another video. This one's about the Sac Decompression Surgery I had in May, and I am about 12 weeks out now, and I've had no vertigo from it at all. None. Some fullness, that seems to be going away a little bit. The hearing is fluctuating. I can't do nothing about that. That's going to settle down. Did ask my doctor about it again before they did the cochlear implant surgery, and she said it's going to settle down. It's going to take maybe 6 months or so. But don't worry, you're doing great. So that's that's going on, and but I'll take it. 12 weeks, no vertigo. I haven't gone 12 weeks without vertigo in 8 years. So you know what? To cut into my head and do all that stuff and get it, 12 weeks right now. I'm thrilled. I'm happy. It's a great surgery, in my opinion. But here's the but. It doesn't take away everything, and you're still going to get vertigo at some point. Okay, because these are to help you be functional. They don't cure you, and that's the thing. People think that, oh, I'll just have the surgery and I'm fine. No, 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 no. You still get the hearing loss. You still get tinnitus. You still get off balance, like dizziness. Dizziness and vertigo, two different things. Vertigo is when you're spinning, or the house is spinning, or the room's spinning. Dizziness is like being on a off balance, like being in the ocean. So it's really different. Okay, so yeah, I do get dizzy, and I am dizzy, but I'm able to function through it. And that's what these surgeries are for, whether it's the cochlear, not the cochlear, well, that one too, but I'll talk about that in a minute. The labyrinthectomy, they cut the labyrinth out. That's to stop the vertigo. The sac decompression surgery, which I had, it's to help relieve the vertigo. The shunt surgery, anaphylactic shunt surgery, same thing. They put a shunt in there and the water drips out. It's to stop the vertigo. In the vestibular nerve section surgery, it's to stop the vertigo. That's a permanent way of stopping it. You shouldn't get it again if that's gone, but over time. But you still have all this other symptoms. They don't go away. They're to help you function, and you could function a lot better with less vertigo attacks. So that's the thing, is that don't look at it as being a cure. It's not. If you're lucky and you have this done and you never get vertigo again, that's great. But always keep that in the back of your head that at some point this might happen. And even my doctor said, yeah, at some point you're going to get vertigo again. We go back in, do the same surgery, start from scratch again. So, and that's fine, because this is the disease we have. We have a chronic illness. And chronic illness with no cure, it's the way it is. You have to try to find a way to live, which is always what I always talk about. So, as I say, no vertigo. Somebody's going to say, well, you made a video the other day and said you had vertigo. Well, yes, I did. And this is what happens when you know your body. Okay? From the cochlear implant surgery, yes, Saturday and Sunday I had vertigo. But it was from this. And it wasn't bad. I mean, all vertigo is bad, but it was, pardon me, I've stuff draining. All vertigo is bad, but not like the 4 or 5 hour vertigo and all this crap. It was maybe 20 minutes, half hour. And it would go away, it would come back, but that was just part of the healing process. So the doctor told me that was going to happen, and this is what we're talking about. You listen to your doctor. Plus, like I said, you know your body, right? So if you know your body, well, it's kind of hard to tell where vertigo is coming from, unless, like in my situation, it ain't coming from here, it's coming from here, because I know it's coming from here, because of the surgery I just had. So, yeah, I did have some vertigo, okay? So, but nothing caused by this here. And this is healing. It's slowly healing. Let's talk about this for a little bit, because okay. It's just slowly healing. It's not as fast as I would like it to be, or where I think I should be at. The pain is almost non-existent. The only time I get pain is if I'm with the stitches now. It's like sensitive, but that's not bad. And today was the first day I actually got out. I tried to do some fishing, and I got a little tired. But that's okay because I'm healing. Okay, my body's healing, so that's fine. I don't have an issue with it. It felt good to get out of the house after a week. And we got painters coming in because they're painting our kitchen. And they were fine. I thought they'd be noisy, but they were fine. I mean, I had to leave tonight is when I went fishing because my grandson was screaming his head off. I don't know what about. He wasn't mad. He was just going, bleh, bleh. So I was like, I'm not going to heal for this. I went, so maybe he was the catalyst to get me out the door. But yeah, so far everything's going good. I can't complain about what's going on in my life right now. It's just everything's awesome for me, and next Wednesday will be even better because I'll have my cochlear and I'll have it implanted. I'll have the implant activated. I guess they do it like 10 days out now. So I'll have it activated. So that's going to be awe-inspiring. Just like last year when I got the hearing aids. And I sat out in the front steps for 2 hours listening to the birds and the crickets at night. I was out there sitting on the stairs for 2 hours listening to crickets. It'll probably be the same thing, me doing the same thing next Wednesday, because I have not heard from this side. It's going to feel very weird for me because I have not heard on this side since, God, 2015? 10 years? 10 years. I mean, I had some hearing, but it was like 5%. So I call that deaf, But it's going to be weird. But I'm excited. I'm very excited for that. And then I think I got one more surgery on this side to repair the hole. And I don't even know if they knock you out for that. They might. But I don't see her I see the physician assistant next Thursday. Her physician assistant, because she's on vacation. And then I see her 3 months from then, and then we'll discuss this. I kind of don't want to get it fixed because I know it's another port where fluid can come out. But in a way, I kind of do because sometimes I don't like the way it sounds. Because I can hear shh, shh, shh. And, I always go like this, and it's always wet in there. But we'll see what she says, because that's the thing. You got to listen to your doctor. And one more thing before I get off this, because I am seeing too many polls. You know what? I'm going to do a separate video because that one might take a little bit, and I want to cut this short. So on that note, hey guys, everything's good in my world. I hope everything's good in your world. Remember, talk to your doctors about if you want surgery. Talk to your doctors. Getting people's opinions is fantastic because I'm sure this surgery didn't work for everybody. And I'm sure this surgery didn't work for everybody. So, the decompression surgery didn't work for everybody. Okay, I know some people laparoscopy didn't work for everybody, didn't work for them. So we can go from there. But yeah, getting opinions on it is great. But always talk to your doctor and listen to your doctors. Okay, and I know someone's going to say doctors are quacks. No, you know what? Then why do you go to one? They're quacks until you need one. It's like everybody hates the police until they need one, until they need a police officer. Then they're the best thing in the world. So on that note, I'll talk to you all later.